What if I tell you that productivity can be just as damaging as procrastination? Here's what I learned from my experience. Productivity and procrastination are two sides of the same coin. One makes you feel guilty, while the other makes you feel accomplished. But both are nothing but emotional responses towards discomfort, just a way of avoiding what you really need to face. What productivity really is. Productivity isn't progress if it's just distraction dressed as discipline. Real productivity is about doing the right things with intention. It's not just how many tasks you do, but do those tasks actually matter or not? We try to keep ourselves busy to avoid discomfort, hard conversations, important decisions, and the fear of not being good enough. I'm sure you're able to relate because all of us have been through it at some point in our lives. And I'm here to share my experience on how I destroyed this loop and got out of it by building habits one day at a time. You can't change your patterns unless you decide to be honest with yourself. I was stuck in a loop of my own creation, consuming content endlessly, watching videos, podcasts, reading articles, telling myself that I was learning while I was just distracting myself from the reality, feeling guilty and staying stuck. I started meditating, not just to feel calm, but to sit with myself and process through my thoughts and emotions. I fixed my mornings, I started holding myself accountable, and that's when I realized it wasn't productivity, but honesty that helped me put things back into place. When you do something for long enough, your habits stop being choices, they become who you are. I started eating clean, I started meditation, working out, reading books. I stopped consuming bite-sized content and I stopped smoking up, something I thought I never could. I started seeing my identity shift, seeing myself for someone who takes care of themselves, reads, works out, meditates. And I no longer needed motivation to show up because I showed up because that's who I became. Success doesn't come from one habit, it comes from stacking the right ones. My mornings eventually became a chain. Wake up, drink water, make my bed, meditate, take Rio for a walk, come back home and prepare for my CFA, take a shower and get back to work. Each action triggering the next, leaving no room for any decision fatigue because the system started carrying me forward. I was simply leveraging momentum. I add things to my stack that keep me aligned to my values. It's not just about productivity anymore, it's about who I want to become. Your environment can make or break you. I made certain decisions, such as I deleted Instagram, I stopped having food in my workspace or on my bed, and also I stopped consuming any sort of content while having meals. Whenever I catch my mind reaching out for distractions, I repeat this phrase, it's just my mind trying to avoid discomfort. I know it sounds cliche, but it works for me. While studying, reading, or doing anything worthwhile, I leave my phone in my cupboard. Before bed, I plan for the next day, not obsessively, but with intention. For me, it's all about clarity now more than control. Rest. It is part of the process. It is not a reward, it is a requirement. I always thought rest is for losers, and I only rested when I crashed. But now rest has become a priority. 7 hours of regular sleep, no workouts on Sundays, practicing intermittent fasting throughout the week, and completely fasting on Sundays. It has not just provided purpose, but given clarity too. People get confused when it comes to rest. They think doom scrolling and binge watching Netflix is rest. Well, not exactly. Giving space to your mind to breathe and get creative when it is supposed to, that is rest. I know binge watching Netflix can be fun, but you need to allot specific time for that. I'll leave a link to the 80-20 rule down in the description, which has helped me to maximize productivity. You can go check it out. Real work isn't optimizing perfect routines or finding perfect apps. It's when you stop reacting and start reflecting. The key learnings from this video were: be honest with yourself, ask yourself better questions, build momentum, stack habits, create structure, and learn to rest, but with purpose. Remember, the goal isn't perfect productivity. It is creating a life that you constantly don't need to escape from. I'm still figuring it out for myself, and I'm not some productivity guru. And if you're willing to level up your mind, energy, and habits, do subscribe. Let's grow together. Go and comment what is a habit that genuinely changed you.